please. I know you are going to just stand this. Just stand there, right? Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so these are the curators now, the fashion curators. So the future's quite bright. So each and every installation was their idea, merged with my vision, fashion meets jazz. But we had no idea what to do after training them. Okay, so now that you've learned what you're going to do. So I remember presenting the fashion meets jazz idea to them for the very first time, and they went berserk. And because I always assumed that jazz is for, I'm a hook man, the older generation. But I was completely wrong when I was meeting you guys. And I have to say, you challenged me thoroughly. I thought I knew it a bit, not that much. So you questioned me at every weekend turn. So I really, really appreciate that, and long may it continue. So each installation speaks to something very unique to each and every single one of them, their background and what they want to do as curators moving forward. I just want to know, maybe can you tell everybody, one of you, when you came in versus where you are now, what you thought and what do you think you're going to do in the future? Should I do anybody well? Let's start with Sandra.
Hello, good evening everyone. Sorry. To be honest, I didn't know what to expect, but like when I researched it, it aligned with what I wanted to do when I reached like the top level of my career, you know. And I thought it would give me other opportunities as well, which I really love because I don't like sticking into one box. I want to be everywhere, doing everything, you know. So I didn't have that many expectations. I was just like, okay, go in there and like soak like a sponge. And to the end, when we got to the end, oh my goodness, it was a lot. It was a lot of looking and changing and seeing if what your vision was aligned with what you created, because I think that's what we all strive for as creatives. So, Fuliso would say I was very picky, which I was, but I just wanted my grandfather's story and the stories of black men to be represented in what I did. So yes. Thank you.
Anyone else? No need, how's it? Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. He just put me on the spot purposely, but that's okay. When we first got here, I honestly didn't even know what a curator was. It was just trial and error. And the first time we walked into the fashion account space, it was mind-blowing because I hadn't really been to a museum. So it was like, wow, okay, this is beautiful. And the infusion of fashion in a museum was actually quite incredible. I've never seen such spaces, so it was actually quite mind-blowing when I walked in here the first time. And wow, now we've had so many fights this week. At some point I was upset because I felt like my vision wasn't coming through. So I did the living room exhibition. I wanted to curate and showcase the stories that happened back at home in our lounge, my great-grandmother's house. And I think throughout the curation, I actually got to realize that initially I felt like the furniture, for example, was a slap in the face to black people. And as we asked people who came in to look at the exhibition, everyone was taken back home. And for me, that was the most important part of the story. So I was able to curate that with fights, but we did it. And my journey here has actually taught me that this is something I want to explore beyond this. So I don't think for me it stops here. And, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. There's something called a good fight, money. That was a good fight, man. That was a good fight. Eric, few things.
Hi everyone, my name is Erin. I curated the exhibition called Harmony and Dissonance. You'll see the mural against the wall of the 4 children. They have 4 very unique or different perspectives and stories. The formulas against the wall that you were probably looking at and thinking it's a cryptic message, that's also mine. They also have very unique stories to them as well. But to get there was a process that really took the full 3 months, and going back to where it all started in terms of the internship and all the, working with people also. It was really a journey where you have to delve into why museums exist. And, what we kind of decided was museums exist to tell stories, to encapsulate it for people that come past and for the future. And so going into that, it's, kind of going into what is the story we want to tell of jazz? What are the story that jazz musicians themselves are trying to tell? And what are the stories that designers are trying to tell in terms of, the clothes? And then how do the stories live onto one another between the fashion and the jazz? And so the art of curation for me lies in the story that you're telling, because every person that looks at the exhibition looks at the same exhibition, but they see a different story because they see it through their lens, they see it through their perspective. So every one of you tonight has a different story, and every one of you tonight also will see a different story in what you look at. And so I invite you in to please soak in the exhibition and let your story breathe. So that for me was the value of the learnership, was how to tell a story.
Sorry?
She must also play the instruments.
Oh, yeah. So Eric is quite good. So those bass that are there, Eric can play them. You play for the UP orchestra or something like that. Yeah. So it's not there for just for show. And last but not least, Olani. So Olani is the only dude that was the students while maybe bouncing back and forth back there. So, right, tell us what you were talking
Greetings everyone. Mr. Mo, I think, it's a privilege for me to be here, and then to be part of what it takes to be a fashion curator. So as a person who comes from the background of photography, and I'm passionate with storytelling, so it was new for me to learn how to curate within the museum space, and I've learned a lot. I don't think I will be the same. Definitely. Maybe I will have my own family museum and start curating my memory from childhood, because we feed from each other. I've learned a lot from Ellie, I've learned a lot from Noni, Chutando, Ayanda, tomorrow will be a fashion designer. Who knows? Thank you.
So four students come from studying a fashion school in Pretoria, and Olani is the only one who's not a fashion student, but he literally knocked on my door and asked, what are you working on? And I said, I'm working on a fashion exhibition. Can I join? Yeah, sure, why not? So that's it. So that's how you came through. So thank you so much for your contribution, we really means. And last, mini debate. Which is the here. I have your thoughts.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aya. Please call me Aya. I don't like Aya. When we first came here, actually, I also did not know what to expect. The only fashion museum that I'd ever heard of, and I shared this with you guys when I got here, was the Met. So I didn't think we even had anything like this in South Africa or in Africa. So it was really exciting to see that we actually do that. And when we got here, it was amazing. the process, like they all said, was tumultuous to say the least. And okay, so I created the queer installation. I just basically wanted a different voice, a different voice, but a different voice to be represented as well, which I felt like is not represented enough. And I felt like it would be weird to talk about jazz, which is an art, to talk about fashion, which is an art, and not include queer people. Like in every creative space, you find queer people. So I felt like that's a story that needed to be told. And yeah, we learned a lot here about storytelling, about people, and I think more than just becoming a fashion curator, this has made me a better person because I love people more now. It's insane. I'm an introvert, so I hate people, but now I love people. So yeah, it was really good. Getting to know people, trying to represent them in the best way possible. So I hope that each and every one of you here finds an installation, a story that means something to you and it speaks to you and it makes you feel like I'm heard, because that is the whole point. It is for you guys. It is for your story to be told because you matter. And that's what I wanted to say to you guys. I love you guys.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much. So just taking the exhibition, maybe while I'm here now, I should tell you that the exhibition itself, even though it looks rather dapper, it really does, if I can say so. This is just 10% of what we really want to do. No, we're not done. We are far from done. You do agree, though, right? We are far from done. So, few things. One, we are planning to create a documentary for the exhibition itself, because there are more stories that need to be told from outside perspectives that we need to get. Two, we are creating a social media page or pages strictly for the exhibition itself. We feel we can do more from that, let it germinate, etc., etc.